if I can. We have a lot of nice pictures from the official Langrisser site
Ah, really?
for the Lunar New Year, I guess.
Oh, yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, I think I'm ready. So, okay, so today's match is going to be between Cailos and Ninshi. So, Q, you're probably more familiar with Ninshi, right?
Yeah, we talk a lot, I guess.
Yeah, do you want to have some introduction on Ninshi's playstyle? Any comments?
Well, he was a very rush playstyle person. He used to stall a lot of mobility buffs, try to get to you first. He did the same when Reen came out, and then for a moment he switched to a 4 tank box, first pick
Wow.
Reen,
Wow.
which it was surprising how he made it work. And then I'm not sure now. He does try new things a lot, but not as much tank push. Just a lot of it is rush.
Okay.
But,
Yeah,
but we'll
I
see
have
for the tourney
seen
what he does.
plenty of Rush style this season. So he was trying out something about like for tank and didn't work so well, so he is changing back, we're saying. Okay.
Well, it did. No, he made it work. It worked somehow, but he didn't like. I don't know. I guess
didn't like it.
Yeah.
Too slow. Not really
Well,
the style. Yeah, not really
it was
the
first pick
style you
green.
enjoy. Yeah.
First pick green with 4 tanks, so it was interesting.
Yeah. So how about Cailos? Cailos actually is someone I am not super familiar with.
He's new, right?
Yeah, but I know he did pretty well during the group stage. Of course, this is
Mm-hmm.
why he can make it to the final stage.
64.
So.
Yep. Okay, so let's look up their boxes.
Oh, looks like they are pretty rush on both sides, right?
Yep,
There's
definitely.
a lot of method to increase the mobility or to teleport from both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we have Iris, which just received the 3C skill recently, so she can have some dispel ability. We have AKA from Cailos,
Yep.
and we have Estel, and we still do this Oliver.
Olivier. Yep, Oliver.
Yeah. That's pretty interesting to see because I know Rush players use him a lot in previous seasons, but starting from like last season, this is one character that is very rarely seen. So that's pretty interesting.
Right now, it seems like trying to cut off They're not. There's only 2 healers actually on Kylo's side.
Yeah, he's a heavy rush box, but I wonder now how would you rush without AKA? Cause the other characters doesn't look like rush, and if you take like if at this point if you take a AoE from Ryan, then that could be very troublesome. So
yeah, even if you have juggler, it can be really troublesome.
yeah, and there is no method to really avoid being hit by Ryan so far. So we'll see. Because his box is a little bit slower. Because Ninshi still get Estel and Olivia to increase.
As a matter of fact, did you see the ban that was Gizaroff and Yusuke? And I think he banned them because of the Reem pick, but I do think an Estelle ban was maybe more appropriate.
Yeah, I think so. So we have Odious.
Okay.
Odious can push you back, but it cannot really stop Rain. But it could be good against some of the other characters from Ninshin's box. You still see the Ares, the SP11, and land use is also a carry unit. Land use gave me a lot of trouble from Nishin's box because there isn't any synergy there with land use. I
Yeah, I'm
think
trying to.
something like Beatty would work even better, although Beatty cannot really tank magical attacks. So yeah, welcome to the
Yeah,
stream, guys. Yeah. Yeah, I really don't like land use. I feel like if you have AKA here, that should work somehow better.
yeah, definitely.
Could be Nishin didn't have AKA build.
Hmm. I don't
Yeah.
recall. Okay.
So that's the SP11 into old land use in a desert map. So there is zero chance you can move happily here, right?
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah. And you kind of forced to pick Unicorn here. So Cailos
Definitely.
will like, yeah, if he thinks about it, he has to pick a Lancer troop on the juggler.
Yeah. He is
Hmm.
from Larkus, so I don't know how his training is because it's really hard as a new player.
Oh,
Then
Cailos
again,
is from new server?
yeah, from Larkus. It's
From
not that
Lucas.
new, but
Lucas
yeah.
isn't that new, come on, yeah. I think if you
I think it's
spend some,
hard.
maybe your training already can be pretty okay. I mean, to let Lancer survive SPL isn't that hard, right? Yeah, some of the players, of course, their training is still
Oh,
a little behind. But to be honest, yeah, I mean, Lancer versus cavalry, easy tank, really.
definitely. Clotaire. Okay. Last healer.
Hmm. Yeah, I
Now,
think Ban Ares is fun.
yeah.
Hmm.
One thing
Yeah.
that makes me nervous on Kyle's side that he can still pick is Hiei, especially now that he has Zerida.
Yeah, or he can get an arrow hunt. It's
Yeah,
pretty good as well.
but here comes Burn.
Yeah, so Boren made an arrow hunt not as successful. Yusuke isn't bad also. Ban a double tank and then get Yusuke. But Boren is a tank as well.
Definitely.
Oh, if you playing only for 8 months, yeah, that's a little bit behind. So 8 months for global that was only season around season 2, right?
Season,
Yeah, around
season
season 2.
yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
wasn't it season 1 still? Because that was August, right?
Season 1. Yeah, actually
That was
season 1.
August. Yeah, season
Yeah,
1.
so basically players are finishing up their 50%. Not even get the point to 70%. Yeah, for the new players, the Langrisser, the gap between new and old player isn't that small. It usually takes like around like a year to flat it out, especially with the Aniki training. That's probably the biggest gap you have to go through. So we have something to increase the mobility now. Yeah, I think.
Hmm.
So for Cailos to win this match, Juggler needs to be the Lancer troop, and
Hmm.
Zareda needs to kill that Rian.
Yep.
And then if those two are achieved, like if Rian is killed, then I think he got a pretty decent chance to win. Okay, it's time to block.
Yep.
Yeah, I have a nice Shelfonio here.
Oh, that's nice.
Week 1 player, most of the training are below 60%. Yeah, for all of our like Apex Arena player, we really focused a lot hard on the Aniki training. It's basically like basically like all the extra breaths you get in this game goes to Aniki, right? And you have to do like 2 or 3 refill in order to really catch up with the training. Yeah, if you don't really do this, then the training could be very far behind. Yeah. Because I remember at the beginning, there is also a debate between you should farm Dragon or you should farm Aniki. Yeah, so in the end, yeah, all the players kind of shifted to the Aniki farming. At the beginning, there was some argument.
I will say that before the level 70 Aniki, or is it 75? What is it? The latest Aniki levels, drop rates were really low for Aniki materials.
Yeah, but you know the even like in season 1, the training difference was huge. Like a
Sure.
lot of players like leading by neutral. I think he suggested for like dragon training, like
Farming,
dragon
yeah.
farming, and this type of players like versus the Aniki focused players, the difference was like super huge. And if you play like a tank kill strategy, that matters a lot. But after
Yeah.
season 1, I think everyone is basically farming Aniki, so the catch up was real after that.
Yeah. I think I still farm dragons.
Oh,
Just
you
kidding.
still from dragons now? I mean,
No.
now you probably already finished, so okay, let's go back.
Yep. Let's, okay, let's see. There's no Lancer troops. Yeah. Well, there are Lancers on Arianrod.
There is a Lancer on
Vanguard.
Iron, yeah, but the juggler is not no Lancer, and if you mention from new server, the juggler is could be very dead if he get a hit from SP Elven.
Yep.
So Outland's role here is very essential, but he is using a faction buff. I would actually not use that faction buff even there is like full mythical box. I wouldn't use that faction buff there. I would go with
Yeah.
the radar faction buff and Yusuke faction buff. That's
Mm-hmm.
pretty good still, cause you really need that wall. You really need to build that wall.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. So you will not get poisoned by Rain or get murdered by SPL. That's just a joking, by the way.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So we got the mobility up from Ninshi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that really makes me worry a lot on the survivability on this drug right now. So if the SP11 jumps in, that's basically double life get killed,
Yep,
right? It's pretty
it
hard to
is.
deal with that SP11. Yeah. And now SP11 even get the higher what? Straw is making a comment called what's how? Damn.
Oh, what? Damn.
That's basically a Chinese way of saying fuck.
Wow, Straw. So toxic in
So
the chat.
toxic, Straw. Banned. Yeah, so this is really getting me nervous because the wall is not built, of course, right? Because Odious
Yeah.
has to call the faction buff. Then you really have just one method to push back the opponent. And it is only like 3 lanes, so if you go from the top or go from the bottom, that's not going to block that SPL effectively.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like SPL when drops in, that's basically 2 lives gone.
Yep.
Yeah. So from the pick and ban, I think if the skill selection is right from Cailos, I would say he gets more chance to win. But from what the skill selection goes, I now I'm more into Ninshi's team. Just because that just because Audius is not going to push effectively and SPL is going to one shot Legend.
I can't say it is pretty interesting. He brought Vanguard on his Iron Rod.
Yeah.
You don't really see those often.
Oh, welcome to the stream, Evolution.
Hey, Evolution. Caught us by surprise.
Yeah. That another home is that's. I think another home got better Lance Troop though, right? That's
I think he expects her to fall below 70% HP, and those get more attack when they fall below 70% HP.
Oh,
so I think he's trying to synergize that.
Get more.
Yeah, when they're
they get more attack.
They get more. They get like
below 70%,
up to 45% more attack.
Interesting, but doesn't the Lead Troop also makes you harder to drop below 70 when you are actively attacking? Like, I'm not thinking this Landius or STL is going to drop you below 70%. So the timing to jump in becomes tricky.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, okay. So the Rian is just trying to get the stack on the talent, and he's like, "Oh, there is the old Landius there, so let's just do that." It's not like he's going to get punishment. Interesting. Wow, this is actually a rush.
Yep. I mean, if he hits, you might not kill. Yeah, I don't think he'll kill.
No, that's not going to kill. That's a full lance. That's a full lancer still. Like, you're not going to kill a full lancer. Oh, really? He wants to kill that old Landius?
I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's worth it.
It doesn't seem worth it.
Is fun? No, it's not fun because old Landius is going to blow you away next turn, and your SPL will get stuck there. And then you still cannot deal with that another hound. Yeah, I would like for Ninshi, I would stay back a little bit there. Yeah, he's coming for the old Landius, which I think is not ideal.
Well,
I'm not sure about this play, to be honest.
He had passive block, so why not take off?
Yeah, why not just kill? Just directly kill.
Yeah, I would have just killed the Odious at that point.
Yeah.
There's no reason to keep him alive if you had
No, there isn't a reason. This is getting dangerous because now Odious can just push and still get you stacked. And then your SPL can, yeah, that's basically stacked in the desert, right? Good thing is you can still have water there, so you won't get super dry. Directly jump.
Okay.
Interesting. That's fine because you jump this way, so that SPL cannot really move. So that's not going to kill. Yeah, let's jump in for SPL wasn't ideal.
Yeah.
If you waited, it would have been a better play. Could have made a better play.
And then I mean, you can strip him of buffs, but he's gonna die anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't really help him in this case.
There's no reason to do path.
Really?
Just strip him. Just if you're gonna hit, strip.
Yeah, if you're gonna hit, you just have to sword soul. There's no reason to frontal.
But attacking into old Landius is a little bit better because you get a little bit more damage.
More attack, yep.
Yeah, rapid route.
and he didn't do that. Directly hit into the juggler. So if you hit the old Landives, you get some tech from Unicore. So it may not be helpful, but you can deal a little bit more damage. That's a small details when you choose the target to attack. Right? Like if you attack into the old Landives, you can deal a little more damage. Now the Narrow Horn can make something happen. Interesting. I wouldn't do that. So the play I wanted to see here was to attack into Rayan,
and then
AoE. drop below 70
AoE,
and then AoE. Because I think if you attack into that Rayan, that's going to drop you below 70. There is a slight chance you will get fucked up after Rayan. No, Rayan didn't even transform yet.
No, he didn't transform yet, yeah.
Yeah, so attacking Rayan was pretty safe, right?
Yep.
It basically drops below 70 and there is no debuff. And then you can follow up with the AoE. The first life of SP11 is dead, and you strips all the buff from Rian, Estelle. No, can she reach? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I may prefer that play a little more. Nope, you have to transform.
Yep.
You have to transform. No transform, the AoE a bit that AoE there, yeah, it's not going to be that effective. Some of the player right now is getting affected by when players are thinking, it's going to take a long time for the fight, so they wasted their land scale turn 1 and don't transform. That turns out to be a thing you don't want to see in a later game. So yeah, if I'm Ninshi here, I probably transform turn 1, but it's fine.
That's a nice breeze. Ooh. So Ninshi has 3 tanks.
Yep. He actually had a 4-tank box. And I was talking about that. Because the first fan was Juggler, so that was the other tank. And I guess Bernie is not being used as a tank in this case, but still.
But it's just 3 tanky units besides Rain. Okay. So Arene is still dead, sadly.
And he doesn't have turn advantage either.
Well, the thing he could
get
do
into the forest and use transform.
Yeah.
Well, you could, but you would be outside of the Landiosora thing.
Yeah, I like the defense more because that's so the high attack is what kills you for Rain usually, right? The radar needs attack to kill Rain.
Yeah,
defense is a little bit more essential compared to the reduction in damage in this case. Like in this case.
Well, compared to I think Bernie has his Bernie aura.
Okay. Yeah.
And I think if he has to
hit. No. If you snap from behind, from below, there's no burn.
It's 3 range with the armor.
Range?
Yeah.
It's 3 range.
With Bernie's exclusive, he has one more span to his talent. Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe that's the case. We'll
okay.
Wait, what?
What?
Okay. That was kind of wow.
I wouldn't.
That was really unexpected.
Yeah.
I don't know about that play. That play. Because now Ninshi can just do this for free.
Oh, dead.
Bye bye, Odious. So now at least Reen's back to full HP.
Yep.
With the hero.
But he lost defense buff.
Oh, did he? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Things were dispelled.
That's right. So basically, the Reen's dead to Zerida, regardless of the auras.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like it, yeah. I mean, if she doesn't crit, then sure, he survives, I think.
Yeah, you have to rely on the crit at this point. No crit.
Strong. Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that play. Guys don't have to worry about Aaron Rod later.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, Zerida has to be an aura still.
Ah, no crit, no kill.
No crit, no kill.
Yep. Oh, clock.
Pretty lucky, right?
Yeah. I mean, if he has the green armor and he has the AB stone, that's 41% crit reduction.
There is a lot of crit reduction.
With Landius, it's another 30, so that's 71% crit reduction.
Yeah, it's a lot of crit reduction.
And then he can 3C Zerida and it hits Yusuke as well next turn.
Yeah. Yeah, because the highest crit chance you can get is like 100%. And then it just get reduced a lot when Landius is there. So it's not a super surprise to tank.
Definitely.
Okay, so he guards.
I would go up, yep.
Yeah, just go up. There's no reason not to.
See, there's a B-Shock.
And even then, your tank is still guarding. Doesn't matter.
Still will take the hit, yeah.
So in this case, he has to move for Cailos, or whatever his name
Cailos.
is. Cailos. For Cailos, he has to move back his Yusuke, otherwise it's in range of the Reen AoE.
Mm-hmm.
The Reen 3C, which is coming soon. But yeah, that reduced a lot of attack though, with the Zerida.
Mm-hmm.
There is just no healers on Cailos' team.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a problem. So when I play the game this season, like I usually tend to pick healer over tank. Just because people still run a lot of like dark balls. I mean, I guess it depends. It's because like when you see a lot of debuff AoE, I usually values healer a little bit more than tanks. Yeah, but of course, if everyone is single target, then you kind of need a tank in most attacks, maybe. Yeah. Also, as we discussed at the beginning, the key for this match is basically Zoraida snap Reen, or Zoraida failed to snap Reen, and Reen just drops the super high AoE there.
Yeah. Doesn't kill it at all.
So this is the smart movement, I guess.
He can't AoE Yusuke.
Yeah.
So.
You can just sword dance, right?
Yes, you can sword dance.
Sword dance is pretty OP. It's heal block. It's pretty nice.
You're not gonna. I guess that's okay.
I would wait. I would wait for Yusuke move though, because
he has to move in.
Yeah, because you're. Do you
clock.
have to?
Clock. That's
He's
nice.
been forgiven. And
I mean,
was
do you
given
have
a clock.
to move Rian there, because Rian is threatening Yusuke to join that range, right? I would actually move Rian later, because my Rian was pushing that Yusuke away. So he was worried if he jumps in and then I Rian him later. So I would actually wait a little bit, because I value Rian's AoE a little bit more than the Born's, but maybe in this case, what's in Nishin's mind is he think Born's AoE is more valuable because it can heal block.
Oh, he had buff block. I mean, passive block.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just sword.
To be honest, you can actually just kill the Zerida and the Iron Rod if you just do the Phoenix Wave
Welcome to
from the above.
Tenquin. Tenquin.
Yep.
Tenquin.
Okay.
Yeah, Tenquin.
Okay.
So
now you made him angry again.
With others so I can learn how to pronounce the name right.
It's interesting. Zerida and both Iron Rod died. Yep, and if he gets close, there's a sword dance waiting for him.
Yeah, that's really this game really depends on how the Zerida can snap.
I guess he gets 3C back. Look at that. He gets his 3C back, so
that's fun. So this is what I suggested, like move Rian last, right? If you have that Rian, okay. I mean, this is still under the range of the Rian's AoE, right? So
I would just melee in this case.
Melee,
there's no harm.
This is fun. Melee is fun. Yeah, but this is but I guess you get a clock, so it doesn't matter in the end. You get a clock on Rian, so that wouldn't matter.
Because Yusuke can't solo this because he has too many debuffs.
All you have to do is keep guarding Reen and wait for his transform to die out.
No, this is not. This is not looking. This is over. This is over. It's over
this is
for
looking
Cailos, to be honest.
Nope, can't reach. I would just kill with the style, to be honest. Like, you can do an AoE, you can do single target. Like, you can literally say goodbye to
Yusuke is not designed to 1 versus 3. Especially one of them is so tanky. Yeah, this is over. It was over when the Zerida failed to kill that Rian.
Yeah.
And now this is like a bullet fight.
No, another clock.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Oh gosh.
I thought he did. What's in Cailos' mind is what kind of adjustment he needs to make for the next game.
Yeah, I think he's thinking about it right now, which is pretty smart thing to do.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think he can do? I mean, his
probably not
was pretty aggressive, but in the end, he's picking a lot of like single target units.
Yep.
We will see something will happen, so I will block that. But we can cheat. We can still see what Nation is doing. Okay. That's an interesting adjust.
Yes, very interesting. Okay. Oh, it's over.
Okay, it's over. It's actually not that interesting. Nothing has been changed.
Yeah, no changes. A lot more AoE I thought, but he ended up picking a more single target.
With the same box, you can still pick and ban differently. So, that maybe Cailos will value Rian a little bit more in that box. Usually AoE box, I ban Rian very, very early. Ninshi actually picked Rian first, right?
Yeah, so the first pick. Yeah. This is a 4-tank box.
Yeah.
First pick.
Yeah, if you're gonna go against a 4-tank box, you kind of just want to first ban what's like the threat to you.
Yeah, this is why I usually first ban Rian, because I'm also using a 4-tank box. Rian punish you pretty hard.
But yeah, when you're using 4-tank, it's why Yulia, Reen, SPON, like all those main threats are being first picked when they have 4-tank. But yeah,
Celestial,
they
okay.
should be first priority bans too.
Yeah, but now, so now like Cailos like, oh, guess what? The radar get too little chance to crit. Why not we just try Celestial, which kills really more consistently? I think that's good. This map is also better for Celestial. A lot of grasslands,
a
lot of forest
and grassland.
Yeah. Oh, we get a comment. 3 people casting is a bit too much, you think?
Oh.
It's fine.
Okay.
So we get SPL win from Ninshi side.
Not a bad thing, especially since he saw that Cailos didn't bring Lancer troops. And it might be the case that maybe Cailos was like, oh, he's going to bring something different.
Hi, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I think in the later games we try to keep the casting from like 2. Yeah, I will talk to Evolution later. I think did Evolution get a emoji he can indicate?
No, I just randomly joined.
Yeah, we can I will ask the Straw to give him one.
I'm not. I mean, I'm not probably going to be into casting. I'd rather just co-cast. To be honest.
Well, still, it's good to know ahead of time since. Yep.
Yeah, so SPL was pretty good against Cailos because his juggler doesn't use Lancer. So that's a pretty hard, like that's a hard thing to deal with. I think last game Nation's SPL was kind of thrown away. But if he plays like SPL very carefully, could be very very dangerous. Yeah, like the play in my mind is that you snap the juggler first, and then you snap someone else. The play he was used in previous game was he tries to snap the Odious and then get fixed by the juggler. And juggler fixing Elvin was pretty essential because SP Elvin needs the mobility to heal. So that was like after that jump, and the others cannot follow up. So SP Elvin was kind of like thrown away that game. So yeah, we will see if Nation can make some different move from SP Elvin. And we also have Born again to call effective buff. So you have both the passive disable skill and the sword soul. Interesting when you see both players are not valuing the healers at all from both sides. Yeah, there's not going to be a healer for Nishin. Although, so if this juggler jumps, then the damage from juggler will be a real damage that it is hard for you to heal back. But I guess SP Elvin and Rian does have their method to heal from their talent. So we'll see.
Yep.
But if I have a jump, and then I can follow up with a snap, that makes sniping a lot easier. So yeah, like maybe even without crit, you can kind of like snap when Rian doesn't have like 4 health points or is low in the health points. Yeah, we have Olivia, which is actually a semi healer.
Yep.
And also increase the mobility again for all the units. Last game it was Astio who was serving that role. So Now, what do you think about the game, Q?
I think since Celestra has a greater chance of killing Reen, I think Cailos has a better chance at the moment.
Yeah, that Reen looks pretty dead to me as well.
Yeah. I think he might have to bring faction buff and juggler though. But yeah, after that happens, it's gonna be pretty bad.
Yeah, I would
Skill selection.
actually let me block it. I would actually try to bring faction buff on juggler this time.
Yeah,
Celestial
definitely.
really needed that, and there's no other source of getting an attack buff, and Celestial really need that to kill Reen.
Yep. And this time
Without
there's no
attack
Landius
buff,
around, so
yeah,
who knows?
yeah.
But yeah, one juggler jump will disable a lot of the team. Elvin will get back up and do something, but the rest of the team, yeah.
Yeah, but we will see also like how SP Elvin plays out, cause that's a big factor. I wouldn't say the Ninshi's play on SP Elvin in last game was perfect. I really think he can make better use of him, so we will see what happens this game.
Yeah, I think both sides had issues playing different units. So SPL went for Ninshi, and I think for Cailos it was Oldius.
So yeah, we do see Ninshin get like Boran is the tank, but I don't see a reason that he needs to tank though. So we will see what is the tank skill. Okay. So here we go. Oh, this time Juggler is actually using Lancer troop. This is much better. So what do you think? Maybe Cailos think like game one, the Lancer wasn't needed
No,
because of
I think game one he probably thought that Ninshi would bring like flyer troops or something else, but I don't know.
Okay.
Desert map is not the
Well,
best.
desert map kind of limit your troop choice, but yeah, it was yeah. And that's I was thinking maybe Odious was the reason too, because that makes Elven a little bit hard to access, although his Odious didn't bring the land scale, the wall scale.
Yep.
So yeah, we see Boran using a guard. Yeah, that guard was really just guarding the beast shop, right? Because there isn't really other like all the other units pretty much have guard ignore, and another home really usually wouldn't put a threat on you with single target ability, although she can potentially snap you after like a double move. There is no faction buff though for another home.
Yep, there isn't one this time.
There is also no faction buff for Illustrial that makes the snap very hard.
Yep. Although, like I think I saw it in BAM pick. This time Ninshi didn't pick up Landius, so maybe he thinks he has a better chance of critting with Zerida now.
Yeah, so maybe Illustrial was not targeting the Rian. So the good thing is Rian still doesn't like last game Rian get a defense buff from Estelle, and this game there's no defense buff. What he get instead is the damage reduction from Olivia.
Wait, did Joshua not bring faction buff? I didn't see if he did or not.
There's Joshua. So. Yeah. My bad. Yeah. So yeah, that's Illustrial definitely cannot snipe Rian. You have to rely on the radar 3C skill.
I mean, with Illustrious 3C, you convert 2 buffs into debuffs. If he takes away the defense and adds a debuff of like minus defense and minus
there could be some RNG. And of course, you have Ares to increase your damage a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a sort of a counter to a Hunt with Olivia blocking act again. One of the play you can make is you can... No, that'd be hard. I was thinking about this spell with SPL and that Cailos got turned well, so it's better to not jump in now. Yeah, I mean, I was mentioning basically it was sort of a way to fix the act again, but of course you can dispel with Ares. But if you dispel with Ares, then you sort of need to heal her. That also disables the act again from the Hunt.
Yeah.
But the tank is a Boron though, so Boron, it's pretty easy to drop your health point below 70% with Boron, because he's an infantry unit. Ninshi is really losing the map control in this game.
Mm-hmm.
And be careful with the Elven positioning, he can be snapped as well.
Yep. The moment, no extra life, so...
Yeah. I always like position my SPL into not really stacked with my tank and others. Yeah, you have to be careful, because in this case, a kill will be a kill.
Oh.
Really? Really? No?
Yeah. No.
No?
I hope not.
Probably not going to do that. Don't rush. That would be a waste of skill though. Like,
I would probably move forward or something.
Move forward is a little hard though, right? Because Celestial is watching there.
Yeah, but then the issue is that like Juggler moved up, so Celestial moves 2 more spaces up, and then you're stuck in the corner. Like Bernie has to move up, and you have to trust him to tank a hit.
Oh, you mean the Bernie needs to move up?
Yeah, I mean the Bernie. The Bernie.
I agree. Yeah, because he's really essential here to have the aura there and not getting snapped by those units. This is also something like I don't feel like Ninshi is doing it in the right way. I just mentioned that. So it's about Ruin. He always wants to get that free stack, but it's actually missing some timing here.
Yeah, especially when people are rushing.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Ready?
Oh,
that's close. Damn, 100 and... oh yeah, I was not expecting you to one shot, but that's pretty close.
Yep.
Well, I guess that's pretty fair. There isn't a defense buff on Ares.
I mean, Olivia can come and finish it off if he doesn't heal.
Yeah,
he should heal.
This is forcing a heal. This is forcing a heal. It has to be a heal.
Instead of a teleport.
Yeah. And now your Rian is missing a best chance to use a land scale, right?
Yep, definitely.
Yeah, so a lot, like I know if you watch some of the good players, they tend to do the stack turn 1, but this is only because they think they are not getting rushed. When you are getting rushed, or when you are trying to rush your opponent, you have to transform turn 1. Yeah.
Yep.
Don't make it a hobby that you do the land, like Western land scale turn. Yeah, don't make it a hobby. Yeah.
A hobby, damn. But this game is a hobby. Okay, yeah, so he's aware of that.
I'm just suggesting, like, you know, sometimes you need to think whether you should do this or not, because when you do it over and over again, it becomes like I just instantly do that when I enter the game. So
look, she did it. She ran away, so if Reem was ready to throw a line AOE, and then, you know, after Olivia followed up, that Aaron could be dead.
Yeah, it could be. It could very well be. Yeah.
And then from that danger zone, where in front of, to the left of Elwyn, Alustro cannot attack right now.
Yeah. Yeah, and killing a Narahon is pretty good. Her dispel is really annoying. If you have a Narahon and a juggler jumping in together, that's a disaster, right? When you have no healers, that's a disaster. Yeah, but this is now this is what's going to happen. The Narahon is going to jump in with double AoE, and then the juggler is going to jump. So this is so dangerous. We will see how Ninshi can stop that from happening. I guess now you can still use Olivia's 360 to at least block the act again. But that's still so much damage.
Oh. She isn't scared.
Yeah, so advocates say maybe Rein transformation from 1 is good, but if Ninshi did it, enemy arena hold may not be decided to jump in and wait. And I think this is pretty much you want. Because if your opponent cannot jump in, you get time to cast your buffs. Because I think compared to like compared to Cailos box, Ninshi's box is a little bit slower.
Yeah.
And Rian always need that turn to get ready, so you always need that turn.
Definitely.
Yeah, because if you, like, this is the consequence, you don't transform, I jump in, then you miss your chance. Like if you are driving your opponent, like they are moving back and then you transform, like you can still decide when to jump in. This is what I suggest. I still think at least in this game you have to transform. Yeah.
You can actually.
I don't think that Olivia will kill a Narahon there.
No, he won't. He won't.
Yeah, I don't think that the damage will be enough.
He won't reach.
No, I think Sluggy Duck was suggesting if Elwyn doesn't try to reach the juggler, maybe Olivia can directly snap the Narahon. Did you check the Narahon health bar there?
No, I think it's still above 30%.
I didn't really think that's possible. But... that's a Joshua faction buff, so there could be some chance. We'll see.
Wait, is he gonna attack there now?
No, that's not going to. Oh, he dispelled the guard, right? So
yeah,
he wants
did.
to snap Zareda.
Oh.
Yeah, you can. If you dispel the guard, you can. Yeah. Yeah, the Elven was to dispel the guard. Yeah.
Damn.
Should be an easy kill. But now another Honda is going to. She can only act one time. No.
I mean, if she hits and falls below.
What you hit? Who you hit?
Elwyn. I don't know.
If you hit Elwyn, can that make you fail? Because now Elwyn doesn't have.
There's not many unicorns.
Unicorn. I don't think if you hit Elwyn, that can make you fail. If the Olivia is using EMP, you can try that. And you can kill that. Yeah. I would try that. Yeah. This is what I would do. Because Olivia with EMP can deal a lot of damage, and it's pretty safe to get there. So the second move.
It buffs, but then Elwyn gets a kill on Illustrial.
Yeah, cause the dispel was really good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Go kill Illustrial.
Kill Illustrial. Yeah.
Don't question. Oh. I guess she lost some of her range right now, so this is okay.
It's in a hurry. I would still kill.
Passive? Okay.
I would still try to kill Illustrial though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No.
Ares is with the Bolt Ranger. No, Illustrial snap that's Joshua or Ryan. Either is pretty good.
Yep.
And just fix that Elven with Juggler. Yeah, I don't know why he didn't try to snap that Illustrial. What would be your guess?
I don't know. I think he's more afraid of the heals, but the thing is, like, there would only be Juggler, Ariana, and that's it.
This is also wrong, right? Why would you need to move back Juggler at that point?
Yeah, there's no reason.
You have to move Illustrial there.
This Joshua will finish off Ariana Grande.
Well, you can finish off Joshua now with Illustrial.
She can't reach.
Or you cannot reach.
Because, okay, the downside of her 3C that people forget about is that it puts you in forest. You can only ignore 4 forest tiles, so that means your mobility is 4 only.
Okay. Oh, that makes sense then. That's my bad. Because I was thinking he can reach Ryan. He couldn't reach Ryan. This is why he used Juggler to beat the shot. But I guess move Ares was the better move. Because you really don't want to kill your healer there.
Yeah, if you wanted to keep her alive.
Okay,
that
I didn't
notice
that also. Okay, interesting. It puts you into the forest, so that's already counts one.
And then use Joshua to kill. Okay, you're trying to reduce the defense. Pretty smart. And Reen's active, and this is bad now. It's interesting because the game changed, like, you know, changed favorable. Which side was more favorable in like one move. I did honestly think Elisha could snipe one life, but again, there was no attack buff on her. You can kill Elwyn, but Reen's coming.
Yeah, this is looking pretty bad now.
Oh.
The SPL then did his job.
Yep.
To dispel the guard. That's one very strong.
The stunner.
That's one very strong use of SPL then.
No, didn't use
And one
stunner.
reason why you should stick with your tank, not to just rely on the guard. Yeah, this is GG. Congratulations on Ninshi to advance to the next round.
Yep, GG's.
Yeah. Yeah, so the first player had a chance. There are a couple of things he didn't do what we are thinking about. Like we are thinking, oh, this Celestial is going to receive a juggler's faction buff, and then try to snap the Rain. That didn't happen. We're thinking the what's the other units? The Anara Hound. Yeah. We're also thinking that the Zoreda there can also at least not just die like that. If those are like taken care of, then he has a pretty good chance. But I think the really good play is from Nations SPL when using Sword Soul to dispel the guard, and then the Olivia snapped that Zoreda. So yeah. So that's usually how like one very important method to use SPL and you have to be very careful with like positioning of your units. So that can be prevented if your Zoreda just stay back like one spot. You calculate the Olivia threatening range, or you just position your unit near your tank. Then even you dispel the guard from juggler, the units are still guarded with the passive. So okay, so that's pretty interesting match.
Very interesting.
Yeah, congratulations on Nation to advance, and I guess we will see you guys later for the future games. And thanks for joining me, Q.
Yep, thank you for having me. Good night.
Okay, good night. Bye.